Hey, yep, there's something there. Yep.
Oh yeah, how's your fever? You feeling better now?
Yes, I'm fine.
Let me see your forehead.
Ah,
Guess it really has gone down.
are you worried about me?
Yeah, I guess I am.
By the way, how did you end up here?
What do you mean? I told...
There was a man with a gas mask. You inhaled when you woke up. You were on deep.
Damn straight.
But is that really the truth?
What?
Jumpy, are you hiding?
No, why would I?
Well, if you think about it, this is awfully suspicious. I mean, why would two childhood friends bump into each other in a place like this?
Hey, I could ask you this. Are you hiding something?
What would I have?
Well, I don't know.
You mean like the number of... Do you want to... Don't worry. Only 8 times 0. Yeah, I guess I just...
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not just like you. When I woke up...
Well, I mean, why did Zero pick us?
Look for what connects. Do you remember Seth?
Yeah, I do.
Well, that's what I think this must all have something...
You got any idea?
No, nothing.
Oh,
Well, if it had something to do with school...
or the janitor.
Oh, I can bear...
Yeah.
So, turning red. Oh man, fever back. Yep. That's not right.
This ship is bigger than I thought.
Yeah, it's probably about 900 feet long.
Must be one of those fancy cruise ships.
Of course, it doesn't really look like a cruise ship. Everything in here is really retro. Even if it's just some sort of style choice, there's just too much.
Do you remember what Zero said? Do you think maybe this boat and the Titanic have something to do with each other?
Yeah, so the Titanic.
That's a good
obviously,
point.
but-
I doubt he would have mentioned it if there wasn't a reason. Do you think this boat is a replica of the Titanic?
A replica?
Yeah, you know, like a copy of the
Who on earth would make...
fans, the crazy Titanic fans.
No way. Do you even...
No, but all they've got to do is break even, you know?
Break even?
Yeah, they could use it as a cruise ship. Climb aboard, a piece of history, sail around the world in the resurrected Titanic. Hell, with marketing like that, they'd probably have more customers than they'd know what to do with.
Do you really think people would want to ride on a ship with such an ominous past?
Yes.
It's the site of the worst accident in history. Over 1,500 people died. I wouldn't be surprised.
A curse, huh?
Trying to figure out if
Jumpy,
this one is...
do you believe in that
Yeah.
sort of thing?
Yep.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
no, I
Yes. In fact,
Yep, we've seen
What?
this one already.
the curse, supposedly, which was stolen. And they say come on, those.
so you're saying...
That's right. That mummy, supposedly.
What do you...
Wells.
pretty?
Yeah.
But...
That's right. She wasn't.
Oh, the fat...
Yes,
Huh?
That's not it.
Then what was it?
They say.
What?
That's right. You know how well even the...
That's crazy.
I think so.
I didn't...
Yep.
Huh?
But maybe it isn't.
Ice that doesn't melt? No, even...
Yeah, one in the drawer. Give it a key. bug.
Hey, Junpei, you got a minute? Here, take this.
A bookmark? What is this?
Yeah,
I'm
seen
pretty
that
sure.
one.
Then why don't
You know what I hate? I got hope,
Hope
dams,
and you?
yeah.
What is a book?
Well, and that meaning, it's like, well,
Leaf word. Hope, the meaning.
so just take the here.
All right.
Ugh, that thing was a real.
Do you really hate?
Yeah, well, make it hope. Well,
What?
that's not the only reason. I just can't bring my.
What word?
Nah, maybe back in the dark ages. But this is the 21st. I'm a little
Then why do you hate four?
Cause it's not the best or the worst.
You-
9 is a way better number. So what if it's last place, right? At least it's not some lame.
What are you?
You play?
Play. You mean like,
Yeah. In Baccarat, the best possible hand totals 9. They call it Legrand, but the lowest, most worthless cards, zeros.
just like the guy in charge of Zero's a monk.
What? The guy who trapped us in here, sure.
You know, if you think about it, the note, of course, it doesn't use any of that stupid. You just drop the tens digit, and that still, it does have the same idea of your final number needing to be a single digit.
Oh,
And in both games.
The person who makes nine.
Wait, did you forget already?
It is his secret. So we have.
Of course. That's why it's called.
What?
huh?
You don't know. Nonary means something derived from 9. It's derived from the Latin prefix nona, which, while we're at it, the prefix for, like the unicorn. The horse with 1. 2 is bi, like binary. 3 is tri, like trio, trip. After that, you have quart, quinti, sext, septum. And of course, the prefix for 8 is octo. It's called that because it has 8 legs.
I see. So then Nona means not.
So, how many of us are trapped on
That'd be 9.
And what are the bracelet numbers?
They go from 1 to.
And our time limit? How many?
Zero said 9 hours.
And finally, to get.
We need to find the door with a 9 that's hidden somewhere in the ship.
By making a team with the.
And there you have it. The number 9 is. He's got a real theme of 9s for this. No wonder it's called the note.
Oh wait, I already have those ones. Motherfucker. Doing shit I don't have to do. So there's 2 of them here in the operating room. definitely gotten those two already as well. I'm very confused by this. So I haven't gotten this one at all. I think those I have, I just have them crossed out from the beginning. I've not gotten these ones at all.
Oh, pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
Hey, man. What are you doing?
Oh, I just thought
Yeah, there. You checked on us. Now get out of here. We split. That's a lie. We didn't have to. I just want to talk to Clover. That's why I sent Ace to the wheelhouse. There's something I want to ask her, and I don't want anyone to overhear us. I'm pretty sure Clover won't talk if there's anyone else around. That's why when Ace showed up again, I got a little desperate. I had to make him leave.
Oh, I apologize. Well,
What was that about? Why are you looking at me like that?
No.
What's it like then?
I just wanted to hear the rest of that story. I didn't get a chance to ask you about it until now.
What story?
About the experiment, remember? The one you started. You said something about an experiment that happened here 9 years ago.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm just not in the mood, okay? You understand, right? I keep thinking about my brother. I can't stop. I mean, who would do something like that to my brother? I can't forgive them. I'm not gonna let them get away with it. They're gonna pay for it. I promise. So, Junpei, who do you think did it?
Well, if what Seven said was right, then there would have to be at least 2 of them. You need at least...
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
You're right. So, what does that mean?
Well, if we just look at the bracelet numbers, we should be able to figure it out. Who could have opened door 3 with Snake? Well, really, who and who, or who and who?
You mean it could have been 4 people?
Well, technically, it's possible.
I don't know. That doesn't seem very likely.
Why?
I'll tell you later. Why don't we just assume it was only 2 other people for now?
Okay, got it. Let's do that then.
Then who do you think it could be?
Expiration numbers added to 2 will give district 7. Let's see. It's not Ace and Lotus. It was Santa and 7, I think. 8 plus 7. Don't remember. Ace and Lotus ran off.
Would it be Santa and 7? The digital route for Snake 3. Wait, hold on. Are Santa and 7?
What's wrong?
Well, I thought about it, and...
That's what I thought. Santa
This
and
is
7.
last time.
If it was 2 people, then that's the only combination that works.
Hey, wait a minute there. Don't you think it's a little too early to... Well, all I said is that those 2 would have been able to open door 3 with your brother. There might be other possibilities.
Well, what other possibilities?
Uh,
Are you saying you think that it was 3 or 4 people? I really don't think that's like...
why not?
Can I borrow your pen and paper?
Yeah, here. What's this?
These are the combinations for 3 or 4 people. These 8 combinations are the only possible ones.
Oh, I see.
Junpei,
Yeah?
I can trust you, right?
Of course. Why would you need to ask that?
Really?
Yeah,
So then I should get rid of B, D, G, and H, right?
of course. Just cross them out. And you should take off yours too. The ones with 4.
So, what does that leave?
A and E. Wait, it can't be A.
Why?
Because June's in that one. There's no way in hell she'd do something like that.
Are you sure?
I'd bet my life on it.
Okay then. I can cross off A too, right?
Yeah,
Well, what have we got left?
E.
Do you know what this means?
Everyone besides me, you, and June would be working together.
Do you think that's likely? If there were 4 people working together, they wouldn't be very cautious. I don't think they'd try that hard to hide what they were doing if they outnumbered us, right?
Well, you do have a point.
And besides, if Ace and Seven are working together, they could have easily gotten rid of me when I went to the shower room with them. But they didn't. They didn't even try anything. If they were killers, why wouldn't they?
Oh, I see. Anyway, I understand now. It seems pretty unlikely that it was as many as 3 or 4 people.
Yeah,
And that means there's a good chance it was Santa?
that's how it looks.
But why would they do it?
It was Ace,
Their
though.
motive.
Have I interrupted something?
What is it?
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei.
Go ahead.
Okay. What did you want to talk about?
There was something I wanted to...
Yeah?
If you'll excuse...
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
I need to hit the right thing. I still haven't completely gotten it, apparently.
I'm just checking.
No, stop!
Just as I thought. What exactly are these pieces? You switched them, did Well, I managed to get through the numbered door.
Then...
Oh, simple curiosity.
And now I've unlocked it. Now we gotta go to captain's quarters. So there were voices at certain points, things I had to hit that I may not have gotten completely right. No, I didn't get either one of them here. Okay.
Huh. Z-E-R... It's like he's making fun of... What do you think?
Nothing.
What about him?
There's no way that's... Didn't I tell you?
Yeah. Well, even if he wasn't one of us, there's...
Huh?
Don't you get it? The letters that spell 0 on the TV screen, the cap, and of course, the bracelet. It's too obvious. Look, this is 0 right here. Isn't that kind of fishy?
You're right. Only an idiot wouldn't see through something like that.
No, that's not the point. So I'm not trying to make fun of them for thinking a trick like this would work. I'm sure they didn't think it would work. Which makes me wonder... I think this is a challenge. A challenge from the person who's really behind all of this. He's making fun of us. Don't you get it? If whoever killed this guy really wanted us to think this corpse was 0, they'd never have put a bracelet on him. Walking around with a 0 bracelet would be like hanging a sign around your neck that said, "I did it!" Anyone with a brain would be able to see that this guy is supposed to look like everything 0 is supposed to be. Just like we did. The killer must have known we wouldn't think he was 0 and put the bracelet on him anyway. Do you know why?
Why?
Like I said, he's mocking us. Too bad, suckers. This isn't 0. Where's the real me then? See if you can catch me. It's the same bad joke a lot of criminals like to play. They'll just sit back and watch people run in circles.
That's really twisted. But it almost seems kind of childish.
Yeah, you're right. It's really childish. It's like it's just a game to whoever this person is. That's what seems funny to me. All right, let's get back to the point. Who killed this man?
I don't know.
And what's this guy's deal? Who is he?
How would I know that? If I knew anything, I would have told you.
You have no idea who he is.
Why would I?
We should check and see if he's got anything on him that might tell us who he is. Give me a hand here, Clover.
Huh?
We gotta flip him over. How else are we gonna search his pockets? Okay, fine. Guess I'll do it. Here we go. Huh? Hey, it's the...
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. 1, you 2, in a...
Oh, God. This man... He's dead, isn't he?
Huh?
No, it's just... I guess I didn't really think about it until right now. If his bracelet's off, that means he's dead.
Well, it's pretty obvious that he's dead. You don't really need to look at his bracelet to figure out that he's dead.
Yeah. I guess you're right. It is pretty obvious. Well, he looks a lot better than the other bodies we've seen, though. You know? I mean, if there wasn't all this blood, he'd almost look like he was still alive. I mean, I know it's kind of a messed up thing to say, but he kinda has it better, you know? Dying from a bomb going off inside of you? I mean, that's just... Some of Snake's bones went right through his skin. I think the explosion must have thrown him against a wall or something. There was a broken bone just sticking out of his left arm. And...
What did you just say?
Oh man, I am so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I really don't know what I was thinking. I mean...
No, that's not what I'm talking about. What did you say about his arm?
Arm?
Yes, his left arm. You said it, didn't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't...
Of course not. I could barely look at him. There's no way I was gonna see the details. Are you sure it was his left arm?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
And he had a broken bone, right?
What the hell are you getting at here?
Just shut up and answer me!
Yeah, he did. It was pretty bad, too. The bone was sticking out of the arm. Clover? What's wrong? Look, I'm sorry if I...
Thank you.
Huh? What are you...
Thank you so much, Junpei.
Hey, what's going on with you?
I'm sorry, it's just... I'm so happy.
Why?
The body in the shower room, it isn't his. It isn't my brother.
Huh?
It's not Snake.
Why on earth would you think that?
Because his left arm is... I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be talking about this. But he's still alive. I'm so happy. I'm so glad. Junpei, you were right.
Huh?
No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck.
That's...
I only made it here because you gave me this. I was suspicious of everybody, and I was angry and miserable. But because I had this 4-leaf clover, because of what you said to me,
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Junpei.
Oh, if you really want to thank somebody, you should be thanking Santa.
Santa? Why?
Well, he was the one who gave me that thing. And the words for each leaf, I got that from him too.
Oh.
Huh?
Did Santa really tell you those things?
Yeah, he did I, say something?
Oh, no. Not at all. In fact, this could be really good news. I think.
You think?
Santa knew about the words and the clover. The only people who should know about that are the other subjects.
Subject?
The other people who were in the experiment 9 years ago, with my brother and me. But he's blind, and I was part of the Nevada test group. So neither of us would be able to recognize the faces of the people who were on this boat.
Whoa. Okay, time out. Let's just calm down for a second, okay? Start from the top. Don't start with the end and then jump to the middle. You gotta start with 1 and then move to 2 and 3. If you don't tell me stuff in the right order, I'm never gonna...
Okay.
All right. Let's start with this experiment. What happened on this boat 9 years ago?
Do you know about morphogenetic fields?
Morphogenetic fields.
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
I think Lotus mentioned something like that.
Telepathy, huh? Well, that's not really it, but I suppose it's similar.
So they were testing telepathy on this ship?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, what exactly did they have you guys do?
The same thing that we're doing now. Exactly the same thing.
What?
The nonary game. 9 people were put on this boat, and 9 others were put in the building in Nevada, and the game started.
Look, I'm sorry, but I don't get it. What do the nonary game and some telepathy experiment have to do with each other? Am I missing something here?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. You know how sometimes when you're up against a really tough problem, and then the answer just kind of pops in your head? That's an epiphany. And what you learn from the epiphany can be transmitted with telepathy. When you add danger to that equation, then it gets easier to transmit that information over telepathy.
So you're saying the nonary game was supposed to introduce that element of danger?
Yeah, but it couldn't be just any old danger. It had to be life and death. And someone did actually die. A girl.
Huh.
She was on the boat with my brother. I was in Nevada. I never met her, but I did hear her name. Her name was...
Oh, my apologies. I seem to have disturbed you.
Oh, there's one of the bad guys.
Ace!
You two must have strong stomachs. I can't imagine how you could stay in this room for so long. At any rate, Junpei, would you be so kind as to come and help me with something? I'm having a little trouble, and I could really use your assistance. Come on. It'll only take a moment.
I don't want Ace to hear us. We can talk about this later.
Huh? Hey, wait!
Junpei, what are you doing in there? Hurry up!
One of them? Where the fuck's the other one? I guess I gotta do more poking around. Need you. You. Can't remember there's something over here that I did. Paper. Where was it? Here we go.
Looks like there's some all ice. Alice, does this mean... What the hell is this?
They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in
Ancient Egypt?
That's right.
Can you read them?
Of course. I can't.
What the hell? Whoa, the whole thing's like... Huh? What's this? Oh,
Uranus.
Something's written on the bottom deck library.
So it would seem.
Bottom deck? Oh, 7 said something like...
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the Gigantic.
Could beneath the navel mean the bottom deck? And the Forest of Knowledge is the library? Then could Alice be in a room somewhere beyond the library?
What's wrong? Something on your mind?
Yeah. I just remembered something.
Is that so? What about?
Well, don't laugh, okay?
The Egyptian priestess and Ice 9. Interesting.
And the woman who wouldn't melt, who was recovered from the Titanic disaster? They called her All Ice, which eventually turned into Alice, and she was purchased by an English millionaire who called himself Lord Gordain. According to 7, this ship is where he hid Alice.
And you think that he hid her in a small room, beyond the library on the bottom deck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is just a theory.
Junpei, have you ever heard of the term CAS?
Cass?
It stands for Cells Alive System. It is an advanced technology for freezing and preserving organic matter. Put simply, it is a technique that allows one to freeze things without the formation of ice crystals. Normally, if you freeze something fresh, water within its cells expands as it crystallizes, damaging the cell membrane. CAS, however, works differently. The object to be frozen is supercooled using magnetic fields, and then frozen instantly and uniformly, giving ice crystals no time to form. It was originally developed for the preservation of food, as an alternative to the normal freezing process. Now, however, there are rumors that it can be used for other things.
What do you mean, other things?
Well, there are obvious medical uses, but perhaps also space travel.
Space travel? Are you serious?
Surely you've heard of suspended animation. Cryogenic freezing? It's a fairly common idea in science fiction books and films. People are sometimes frozen for especially lengthy journeys through space.
Whoa, wait a minute there. Are you saying that Alice was frozen using that CAS thing?
Well, I'm sure the possibility is quite low, but it is a possibility. If this special ice you call Ice 9 does indeed exist, and CAS were used to freeze her into that sort of ice instantaneously.
You think she could be alive?
Well, I can't say for sure, of course. I'm only talking about possibilities. The melting point for Ice 9 is 96 degrees, right? If she were put somewhere where she could reach that temperature...
That's nuts. Are you really saying she could have defrosted and started walking about?
You're quite right. It does sound unbelievable. But if she had, then we would have an explanation for the man we found dead on the floor.
You mean the guy dressed like a captain?
Yes. He was dead when we found him. Clearly, he was murdered. But if he was murdered, then by whom? It couldn't have been one of us. That would be impossible. In order to enter the captain's quarters, one must first open door 1. That door that requires the Earth key prevented us from accessing door 1. Who was it that opened that door?
Santa and Lotus.
Right. Clearly, the two of them could not have opened door 1, or any other door for that matter. Who else then could have done so?
Nobody. After Santa and Lotus used the Earth key, they turned back and met up with me and June. Then we returned to the large hospital room and found Ace, 7, and Clover. While we'd gone into the shower room, Ace, 7, and Clover had stayed behind. But it's impossible for those 3 to open door 1. But what about when June and I took the elevator to door 2? No, still won't work. You roll.
It would be impossible for any of us to be the murderer. That being the case, who could have killed him? Wouldn't it make sense if his killer was someone who had been in the ship for some time? A person like that would know the ship well. They would know the locations of all the hidden passages and secret doors. The numbered door would mean nothing to someone like that. It would be a simple thing for them to enter the captain's quarters.
Then you're saying the killer was Alice?
Well, this is all only one possible theory.
All ice. Alice. Is she really somewhere on the ship? Maybe this card will give me access to the Forest of Knowledge. And the big mystery. What could be there beyond the Forest of Knowledge? Anyway, whatever. It's gonna have to wait. I can't do anything right now. I'll come back to this later.
There we go. Now, it's unlocked.
All right, let's go. That's the next door. Wait, a piece of paper. This is... map of the ship's... I found a map for this...
I see.
Well, that was anticlimactic. I should keep this. Hey, where's Clover? Damn it, what the hell? Clover!
Huh?
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing? What the hell is that?
What?
You've got something in your pocket. What is it?
Oh, this? A note.
A note?
Yeah, I found it in the pocket of the guy with the captain's clothes. It said something about the darkness of the sinister hand or something.
What the hell? Let me see it.
No, not right.
Hey, Junpei, Clover!
He's getting mad. I'll show it to you later. Come on, we gotta hurry.
Didn't say that before.
From the look of that pocket, it doesn't particularly look like just a note. Jeez, what are you thinking? For crying out loud. The big stairs. Huh, just like it says on the map. Ace, did he head down? Oh, there he is.
Look, the 4 others are there too.
Really?
Let's join them. Jumpy,
What's up?
we found it.
Found what?
We found it.
What did you find?
The last door. We found door 9.
What?
When does it change?
Come on, just follow us.
Okay.
Well, if that's the case...
Wait for me.
We should get going as well.
Jumpy, we finally made.
Yeah, it's finally time. We've reached the end. Something's bothering me. Only 7 of us are on our way to door 9. That means that 2 people... Is there a way? 4:30. We've only got 90 minutes left.
Hey, Junpei! June! What the hell are you two doing? Hurry it up!
Let's go.
Yeah.
I know I told you I'd explain it earlier, but honestly, there ain't much to explain. After that, we headed down another hallway. It took us toward the bow and eventually to the number 6 that you two found earlier. We opened it and kept going. There was another Once we were through that door, there was another hallway that went the other direction, toward the stern.
So, on your way, you found the elevator.
That's right.
So, in other words, you kinda did a lap. You came from that side to this side.
Yeah,
So, where's the number 9 door?
over here.
By the way, you know, it's because of Santa that we're all here right now.
Huh?
That all 7 of us are going to door 9.
What?
You don't get it? Santa, 7, and Lotus. What's their digital route?
9. It's 9.
That's right. They could have just left me behind and kept going if they'd wanted to.
But they didn't.
Yes, because Santa wouldn't let them. He said, we can't leave June and the others behind. That's why we went looking for you guys.
And then you got on the elevator and went back to the central staircase.
That's right.
Well, I wouldn't have called that one. That Santa would be the one to stick up for you.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't mean that 7 and Lotus said they wanted to leave me behind. We were just talking about it, and Santa...
Is that so?
We're here.
So, is this...
Yeah.
There's no other place for us to go.
Nope. Just look around. There's a big old iron wall at the end of the hallway. The other hallways on the left and right are blocked by metal grates.
I see.
All right, let's get moving.
Oh, no way. The 9 door. We're finally here. No doubt about it. This is door 9. Oh, finally! This is the last.
Junpei, look behind you.
Behind? What? Why? A door. There's another one? Hey, what the hell? What the hell is going on here? There's a red there too. That means... And of course it won't... Why? Why the hell are there 2 doors?
Do you think perhaps one is the right door and the other is the wrong one?
I don't know about that.
What makes you say so?
Well, think about all the rooms we've been through so far. They're full of puzzles, but there are always hints about how to solve them. I'm pretty sure. Do you really think that at the very end of the game, Zero's going to suddenly throw in something that depends entirely on luck?
Then you're saying there's some sort of hint in this room.
No, I don't think there's a hint anywhere in here. I searched it very well when I was in here before. I didn't find anything that might have been a hint, though.
Well then, that means...
Yeah, both of these are the right door. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only one door with a 9 on it.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9. So if there are 2 number 9 doors, if we split it up, right?
That's not gonna work. You've got a notebook and a pen, right? Can I borrow them?
Yeah, here.
Would have worked if everyone was alive, unfortunately.
Look at this. You get it? The numbers on the top are all the combinations with digital roots of 9. The numbers on the bottom are the people who don't fit. There's only 8 possibilities if we split up into 2 groups of 3 or 4 people. So...
If 3 people go through the door, then 4 are left behind. If 4 go through...
Yeah. No way.
Come to think of it. What is this room? It looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony, but what kind? Is that an altar? A coffin? No, it couldn't possibly be.
Okay, I give up. I give up. I figured if we sat around here long enough, someone would volunteer. But I guess nobody's got the guts to do it.
What are you talking about?
What? You guys didn't figure it out yet? Fine. Let me enlighten you. Clover was mostly right with her little explanation earlier, but she missed something. She wasn't really wrong. She just... screw it! Let me just write it out. If you're trying to leave with a group of 3 and a group of 4 and get everybody out, Clover's right. But there's another way. Only one combination, though. If you split us up into groups of 3, 3, and 1, you can make this combination.
Wait, this means...
Don't get me wrong here. I'm not trying to copy Ace or anything like that. Even if he hadn't been the hero back in the big hospital room, I'd still be saying the same thing.
The same thing? Are you saying?
Yeah, I am. I'll stay behind.
Why are you acting so heroic all of a sudden? Are you some kind of idiot? No, I am completely against this. I'll be goddamned if I'm gonna have to owe you for getting out of here.
I'm against it too. I didn't want to leave Ace behind, and I don't want to leave you either.
I don't like that idea. There's gotta be other options.
I disagree as well. I can't say I care much for you being the hero.
Well, there you go, Seven. Proposal denied. Clover's right. There's gotta be a better way than this.
Doesn't make any sense.
If you have all the bracelets, then you can get out. I'm just
Whoa,
saying.
hold on a minute. I haven't said anything yet.
Are you... agreeing? You want to leave him here?
Nah, I'm against it. I don't want to leave Seven here alone.
Then I don't see how it matters.
I said alone.
Huh?
I said I don't want to leave Seven alone.
What the hell?
What? You don't get it? I can't leave just one person. I need 2 more. 3 people, including Seven. I'll be leaving behind 3 people. That's my proposal. No, those are my orders.
What do you mean, orders? What the hell makes you think you can order us around? Who the hell's gonna listen to you?
You all will. In 3 seconds, you won't have a choice.
What?
3, 2, 1. See?
Oh, son of a
I told
bitch.
you.
When did you get the gun, and how come Ace doesn't? Ace was with me, and you went through the door on your own. Right, different path.
Huh? What? Why? What the hell is that?
The gun's from the other room.
What room?
One of the rooms behind door 6. I should have known he was gonna do this. I should have taken the gun.
Well, it's too late now, fat ass.
Damn it!
Again, if you just had all the bracelets, you'd be able to do it.
Now, time for you to start following my orders. Ace, Lotus, congratulations. I've chosen you to come with me. Put your hands in the red.
I don't know if you want Ace
Hey,
coming with you.
you deaf? I gave you an order. Right, fine. I didn't want to waste any bullets, but you guys just don't get it.
Ha!
He really shot it? But why? Santa, why are you Santa? I thought you were one of us. I thought we were friends.
What?
You knew about the leaf words and the 4-leaf clover.
What the hell is that shit?
You're lying.
Shut up! Just shut up! You stupid bitch! You want me to put a bullet in your fucking head?
Santa.
Alright, assholes. What are you still standing there for? Get over here and scan those bracelets. I don't have all day. Oh, what's the matter? Your hearing's starting to go? Going senile, maybe?
That's it. It's the only way. Please.
Huh?
No way.
Jumpy, what are you saying? If you stay here, you're going to be stuck, Jumpy. And so will Clover and Seven.
I know, but you don't need to worry about us. We'll figure something out.
we'll figure something
right,
out.
Seven?
Right. You just leave it to us. It's gonna piss me off to do what Santa says, but...
Don't worry about me either. There's still something I have to take care of.
Yeah, we're gonna find your brother. Oh, wait a minute. 7 plus 5. What am I gotta do math? 4 plus 7 is 11, 16. Ooh, if we find Snake,
No,
we'll actually
no,
be able to
you
chase
can't.
him.
Ace, Lotus, don't come over. Don't worry about me, please.
Please. Go.
Oh, all right.
Fine.
Yeah, he's gonna show the door up.
Alright, now let's get those hands on the scanner panel. What's the holdup? What? You think I'm fucking around here? I don't give a shit about this girl. The red doesn't need a person, you know? All I need is the bracelet. You get it? Good. Now put your fucking hands on the scanner. I'm not gonna say it again.
Fine.
Good job. Now, Lotus, pull that lever. As soon as the door opens, you get your ass in there. Try anything stupid, and you know what happens, right?
Damn it.
Good. Go. Later.
June.
So, what do you want to do, Junpei?
What do you mean, what do I want to do? What can we do?
What the hell is that?
Shh, quiet!
Where is it coming from? Could it be?
Hey, I think it's coming from this coffin.
You're right!
Let's open it.
But how?
What are those muscles for? For show?
You're telling me to force it open?
Just shut up and try! Damn it!
It won't even budge. Not another one.
Yeah, looks like it.
Do you think we have to put in the right password or it won't open?
I think so. Whoever or whatever's inside this thing wants out. And now.
I know that. But how?
Without a passcode, I don't think there's much we can do.
Isn't there a hint somewhere?
Well, let's look for one.
Clover has a hint.
There's nothing here.
Not making this easy, are they?
Wonder what here can lead them to that, though.
What's the passcode?
Back and it looks like a church.
What am I supposed to do? How can we figure it out? I need something.
Truth had gone, and truth had gone, and truth had gone. And now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand.
Wait, what? What the hell was that? That voice?
Huh? What?
What's up?
Huh? Oh,
He pressed buttons. Truth was right. Right, left, right, left, right, left.
One, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, what the hell were those numbers?
Oh my gosh. Are those...
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. No way!
What?
Why are you...
Oh? Is that you, Clover? I apologize for worrying you.
Snake!
You? Why?
Junpei? And Seven? Is that you? Is everyone else there as well?
Oh.
Jeez.
You're back!
Gently now. My body's still a little weak.
Oh, you're back! You're back! You're really here! You're back!
Come now, what's gotten into you? You're acting as though I've returned from the grave.
Not as though you did! I really thought you were dead!
Huh?
You jerk! Idiot! Idiot! Idiot!
I see. I believe I understand things rather well now, thank you. In the shower room, there is a dead body wearing my clothes. Because of that, you thought that I was dead, correct?
Yeah.
You also discovered a corpse in the captain's quarters, and Santa turned on you here, in this room. Do I have it straight?
Well, the dead body in the captain's quarters is a surprise.
Sorry, there wasn't a good time to tell you.
Don't worry about it.
Well then, I've got a pretty decent idea of what happened while I was indisposed. But it's still something of a mystery who did all this, and why. The corpse in the shower room that looked like me, and the corpse in the captain's quarters. Why were they killed in the way they were?
You don't know?
No. Why would I?
The guy in the shower room. We don't know who he is, so let's just call him Mr. X. Anyway, this Mr. X is wearing Snake's clothes, but you're wearing some kind of weird robes. That means someone took your clothes and put them on Mr. X. We need to figure out who that was.
I apologize, but I have no idea who might have done this to me. I only just now woke up. I was unconscious during all the events you just described to me. They must have undressed me and changed my clothes during that time.
When were you knocked out?
When we split up to look for the red.
Where did they get you? Do you remember?
It was a small room in one of the hallways on C deck.
What happened?
The same thing that happened to every one of us when we were abducted. A canister releasing some sort of gas was thrown into the room. I believe the gas is some sort of incapacitating agent.
Then that means it was...
Zero.
Looks that way, huh?
There's nothing else I have to tell you. When I woke up, I was in this coffin.
Why? Why did Zero make Mr. X wear Snake's clothes? How would that benefit Zero? I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? And I have no idea how I got the passcode for the coffin either. Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Where did those words come from? Why did I feel compelled to push the buttons on the bracelet after hearing them? All I know is my fingers moved on their own. It was like I did it subconsciously. I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? Also, Snake and Clover had been subjects in a similar experiment 9 years ago.
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. And someone did actually die. A girl. Her name was...
There had been another experiment conducted on this same ship 9 years ago, and a girl had died to... Morphogenetic field theory. The two murders. Switching clothes. The Nonary game. Zero. He's the ringleader. The person who trapped 9 of us on this sinking ship. Zero should know everything. If we can uncover Zero's identity, all of our questions will be answered.
At any rate, we'll have plenty of time to decipher the details later. For now, it is of utmost importance that we escape. Junpei, it was 4:30 the last time you checked the clock, yes? That means we have less than an hour. We must hurry. Isn't that obvious? Through the other number 9 door.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. With Snake, we can open the door.
Don't tell me you hadn't figured that.
Come on, you gotta tell me these things.
I, assumed you'd figured it out.
Forget it. Let's just get going. All right. You guys ready to go?
Yes.
Yep.
Not yet.
Huh?
Before we go in, I'd like to check something.
You want to...
Yeah, but before I do, 7, could you pull the lever? I want to make sure we can verify with just the 4 of us.
What do you mean? We don't...
Just do it. But if the door opens, don't go in yet. Please, this is... I really need to check this, okay?
Fine.
All right. That means the 4 of us can go into door 9.
So? We knew that already. It's obvious.
Obvious. Yeah, you're right. It is. Now, what happens if we add Zero's bracelet?
What?
Zero's bracelet?
Why don't you take it out, Clover?
So you did know I had it. I picked it up because I thought it might be useful sometime.
This was on the left hand of the corpse in the captain's quarters.
June just... Really? June 0... That's kind of fucked.
If you look at it, you can see it's got a 0 on the face. Just to make this a little easier to talk about, I'm gonna call the guy we found dead in the captain's quarters, Cap. Then I should be able to open door 9 with just me, Clover, and his bracelet. Though the big question is, if Cap is the mastermind of this game, would he really put one of these bracelets on? Anyway, let's just give it a shot. Clover, give me your hand. Now the captain's bracelet. And pull the lever. I knew it. Now, what does this tell us?
Maybe the bracelet has to be on your wrist in order for it to work?
No, that's impossible. Did you see how the panel showed a third asterisk when I scanned Cap's bracelet? Whether or not it's on your wrist doesn't matter. All you have to do is put the bracelet near the panel for it to register.
Huh. Looks like you're right.
See? So what does that mean? There's only one possibility.
That bracelet isn't the number 0. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Then what number is it?
Let's find out.
Fuck. Cap is 6. I need to get the digital root of 9. I know Cap is fucking 6. 7 plus 5 is 3 over 12. 12 plus 6. I think it's this one.
Let's try Snake, me, and if this combination opens the door...
Oh, not Snake. I meant 7. Crap.
It didn't open.
Cap's number must not be 2.
Then...
I meant 7. Whoopsie doopsie.
Let's try 7, me, if this combination opens the door.
Hey, it opened! Had the door opened!
What? Why? What does that mean?
Isn't it obvious? Cap's bracelet is number 6.
But doesn't it say 0?
This isn't a 0. The symbol on here isn't a number 0. It's a letter O.
Oh.
Whoa, wait a minute. I don't get it. I mean, we figured out that Cap's bracelet is 6, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean there are 2 people with 6s?
There is most likely only one person with a 6.
But I don't get it. What about June?
Well, this is only an educated guess, but I think June's number was never 6 to begin with. Her bracelet was flipped. In other words, June's real number is...
9.
That seems the most likely.
Then all this numbered door stuff was just a load of crap?
Why would you say that?
Because if June is 9, then the numbers wouldn't match up. Here, look.
List of all the numbered doors June's gone through.
I'll let you know what I'm writing, okay, Snake? And that's everything.
It matched up until that last one, the number 4
I wrote
door.
down which door she went into and with whom.
Yeah, it doesn't really add up.
And I wrote what all the numbers were. So if you switch 9 in wherever there's a 6, the numbers don't work. If the digital root is 7, then you can't open door 4. If the digital root is 2, then you can't open door 8.
Clover, do you notice anything interesting on that list?
What do you mean?
You're talking about 3, right?
3?
Santa's always in the room with her. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
What about it?
That's quite simple, really. You told me that the first time you came to this room, Santa was the first to refuse to leave June behind. Now, doesn't that beg the question why? Why would Santa do such a thing? The answer is easy. Because Santa can't open door 9 with only 7 in Lotus. Of course, there's only one reason for that. His number isn't actually 3. Santa's real number, 7? Would you be so kind as to modify my sister's equations?
Yeah, sure. This is what you were getting at, right, Snake?
Thank you. That is exactly right, 7. Santa's true number wasn't 3. It was 0.
No way.
So wait, did Santa have to make sure he went with June every time?
Santa is 0?
And June was 9, not 6. Conversely, Santa was 0, not 3. Plus 3 and minus 3, they cancel one another out. Nothing appears out of order.
Except for the number 4 door, which is a 4. That
Santa
thing's
was still
weird.
playing by the rules of the nonary game this whole time.
Precisely.
So you're saying Santa planned this whole thing?
I'm not sure if he acted alone or not, but I think it is safe to conclude that he is Zero, if my hypothesis is correct.
Snake's hypothesis. Something doesn't seem right. June's bracelet being flipped. Even if that were possible, that would mean there are 2 number 9 bracelets.
Not unless the one guy's a
If that's
6.
the case,
All right, that's enough talking. Let's go. It's hot.
It's right there. Oh, all right.
I think these stairs go to...
Looks dry.
Let's head down.
Hey, it's a...
This is the Neptune symbol. There must be a key around here somewhere.
Neptune key. I only have the Uranus key card.
It's a different planet. Plus, it's the wrong kind of...
Let's turn around and go back.
Yeah. Hey, another door. And a card reader this time.
It's the Uranus symbol.
This is the place.
Wow! It's totally full of books!
There's so many. I don't know where to look.
All right. If we want to get through that door out there, we need the Neptune key. I say we split up and look for it.
Okay.
Very well.
Sure thing.
Good. Let's get...
See, who else besides Ace and 6 did that door? It was somebody else. It was somebody else. Who was the third one? I need to know if flipping that 1-9 to a 6 would still make that door work. Search for reasons he didn't fully understand. Junpei felt those particular words float through his mind. Lights to the books. What does that mean? Pages of the book. Each page only sees what, maybe 2 or 3 minutes light for the readers on the next. Spend the rest of their lives locked in darkness. Rather like myself. That's horrible. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining at all. I live in the darkness, yes. That was gifted to me with the ability to catch the truth often others might miss. I can hear the voices hidden in the darkness, you might say. Yep. Crazy person. Nature. I don't really give a fuck about that. I'm looking for something specific. Theories of Cambrian explosion. One kind of explosion. Roughly 500 million years ago, there went known as the Cambrian period. Oh yeah. It's that thing. I don't give a flying fuck about that either. I don't care about geology. South Seas. I don't give a fuck about that. What the fuck? Ah yes, Hook's famous work, First Skeleton. Okay, no, I don't give a fuck about that either. Yeah, that's the word hell, but it's not at all. Jesus, they're so... Alright, I think those might be red herrings. Let's just move on. Dad kind? Owen. Sheldrake. And Liverneese. Nine size 3. Leave, we gotta put books there. Theorem. Lights to the books. Okay, yeah. Someone? Well, God, there should be too much. I'd rather die than let Seven switch with me. What the hell? Like, I even want to swap by the little brat, like, hey, where are you imagining these were? Shut up. Takes into telepathy. What the hell is this one about? I've never heard of First, having the ability to travel through time. Okay. The golden rabbit and the moon on it. Rabbits are pretty cute, but what is moon stuff about? It's talking about the Judas tree that said they grow on the moon according to the Chinese legend. Uh-huh. That's some famous guy. It's not a person's name, it's the name of fictional book created by Abdul Al-Hazard. It's said to be one of the sources used in the creation of the legendary Book of the Dead, Necronomicon. Oh, so these are occult books and stuff. Yep, apparently. I'm not sure if any of these actually have anything whatsoever to do with this. The red one here. Red, yellow, blue, and then the other one. Oh, crap. There's no real yellow, though. Owen? One. Henno. What are these other words? Now I think about it. I don't understand exactly what the fuck. Okay. Yellow. These. Blue. Owen. another place that looks like that anywhere around here? I see, okay. Conjecture, no. Sorry, I said anything. I need to read this. Look, let's not get into this right now, okay? Yep. Number of math, huh? There. I mean something like primary number theory or number theory, geometry. How did you know? Nobody said anything about those. Well, number theory is usually split into 4 chief disciplines. There was a book named Algebraic Number Theory. I took a wild guess that the other 3 would be in there as well. Looks like I was right. Alright, theorem. Okay, what exactly is this thing? Open it. Pretty sure it just has pages inside. Whoa, it's a pop-up book. Whoa, okay. Is that an I or 1? Yellow S, E, purple I think. That's 1 and green 5. You're supposed to put those pop-up books on the stand, then you can open them. Oh yeah, to do that, then make a shadow on the bottom there. True, but there are 3 stands, right? We don't have enough picture books. In other words, we need 3 picture books. Great, how the fuck am I supposed to find those? When I'm clicking on everything I can. Especially about the shelf on the leaf. Shelf on the leaf. Does that mean something? Hello? Pop-ups. Here's something? We do have the same binding. Okay. So I'm looking for something that looks like that on these. In other words, I'm fucking guessing. Up. That up. Please picture books on the hands then. This is a little weird. Sword sealers. Too dark to tell though. Not very bright though. I can see the top one was like shell or shell. Make it fucking brighter. I can't really read the last one. Fusion Greek and Oriental culture. Great. Period. think you're gonna find a guy that exists in history book. Last I checked, it was a he. The same thing. Well, I assume it's European history. Yeah. Just gonna leave it at that today. It doesn't seem like you. Have anything else? I don't see anything fucking else. Those are obviously a clue of some fucking kind. Here. Why supposed to be the bottom one? Bulb. Open here. Find bulb. Hooray, you did it, Junpei. Is that well enough? Letters. Open here, find bulb. Powerful light bulb. Light bulb, really? Why aren't you putting one of those lights? Yeah. Oh, alright, but where there's 3 lights, and that means 3 light bulbs. It would be pointless to place all 3 bulbs. 3 light bulbs, huh? Right! Okay, I found one. Somewhere in this book madness is more of it. Has nothing to do with it quite yet. Something here too, I guess. Is that actually a key down there? Or is it like my mind is... Oh, hell. That gives the answer. Okay, guess I'm gonna give it a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goes 1 through 9. Oh! 6, 3, 2, 4, 1, 5. I didn't even think that the books there were a hint. You did it, Junpei, yay. You don't know why, I don't know why, but I don't really feel particularly happy with being praised for that. Whatever, at least the lock's open now. Is it open, alright? Yep. Another light bulb. Now where's number 3? Only Mega has something to do with that. I'm not entirely sure as to what. Where's this last bulb gonna be? Uh-huh. Isn't that the one I guess it was fucking obvious. I just didn't know how obvious it was. hell could this last bulb be? Like, I'm thinking something with that. But fuck me if I knew. Missing, like something really fucking bad that I'm just missing the fuck out of right now. Man, am I really gonna have to look up where this bulb is after coming this far? The only time I have to look up was a stupid fucking Sudoku puzzle, because fuck Sudoku puzzles. Might have to. I don't have all fucking day. Oh. There we go. There it is. I found it. Yay! Sheldrick 5. Worked. Way to go, Junpei. Good job, buddy. Seems familiar. Sheldrick 5. Sheldrick 5. Motherfucker.
Sheldrake 5?
I think I saw the rest of this collection somewhere.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere around here.
Let's go take a look.
Okay.
Sheldrake.
Have you heard of him? Sheldrake, I mean.
Yeah, Lotus told me about him.
There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory. Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Really? From Lotus, huh?
Well, Clover also said something to me about that stuff.
She did?
Yeah, what was it?
The ability to access a morphic. The first is a...
Yep, we're in that part.
That girl. I told her not to tell anyone.
You did? Why?
Well...
Look, man, I didn't push it because we're in a hurry, but I'm kind of sick of this. How about you just tell me, okay?
Tell you what?
Don't give me that. About the experiment.
Ugh. Very well, fine. I'll tell you everything. But not here. Let's move to the top floor. I suppose I might as well start by telling you why I kept quiet, and why I made sure Clover did as well. To be honest, the explanation is quite simple. Zero told me not to. I had little choice. He didn't walk up and tell me, of course. He gave me a message engraved on a card.
That's a Braille card. It looks just like the one you showed us earlier. So you had 2 cards?
No.
Huh? What do you mean? I thought that card just had some rules for...
Yes, and those were the rules I read you. However, they were not the only thing on the card. There was something I didn't read. Well, perhaps I should say there was something I couldn't read.
And that was?
Tell no one of the events that took place 9 years ago. Tell, and I activate your sister's detonator. It's a threat on our lives.
Oh. Well, what about Clover? Did she get a message from Zero too?
I don't believe she did. But doesn't it strike you as strange that Zero would shut my mouth, but not hers?
Yeah.
To be on the safe side, however, I told her it was best not to tell anyone. Still, apparently she told you. That girl.
What's wrong with her telling me? I figured some stuff out with the things she told me. I mean, it looks like the whole activate her detonator thing was just a bluff. She's prancing around downstairs happy as a clam now that you're back.
That's very true. I've decided I can trust you. I've decided to tell you the truth. The chance that Santa is Zero is very high. I feel I can assume Santa doesn't have the time to observe us at the moment. And at any rate, even if he were, I very much doubt he would kill us.
Why?
Clover told me about the 4-leaf clover, about the words. If he knew about that, then he was in my group during the first experiment. I'm sure of it. He wouldn't kill us, no matter what the situation was.
Hey, Snake?
Yes, I know. You want to know what happened during the experiment?
Yeah.
How much do you know?
Clover told me about...
I see. The morphogenetic field in the experiments 9 years prior. How the experiments had taken place simultaneously at 2 locations, one being the ship and the other being a building in Nevada. And the girl that died during the experiment. She told you all that, did she? At any rate, I now know how much you've learned. All that remains for us to determine
is who did this and why.
Yes.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yes. The people who organized the initial experiment were from a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals. There were 4 of them running the show. Gentaro Hongo, Nagisa Nijisaki, Teruaki Kubota, Kagechika Musashido. Hongo was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Nijisaki was his right-hand man and did the lion's share of the planning. Kubota led the company's research and development division.
Whoa, wait a minute. There's only one person we haven't seen so far. No, wait a minute. That one on the right's the captain. The one on the left was number 6 originally, or number 9 man. And that's Guy X.
Musashido was their majority stockholder.
All but one is dead.
It was these 4 people who planned the initial experiment. Let me simplify it for you. Hongo designed it, and Nijisaki put it all together. Kubota developed the technology required, and Musashido provided the cash.
So it's Hongo, Nijisaki, Kubota, Musashido...
Of course, more than 4 people were required to conduct an experiment of this scale. To that end, they organized a top-secret team to assist them with their research. All in all, they gathered 10 people or so. Those 10 completed their team, and they were able to begin the project. They named it the Nonary Project. The purpose of the experiment was to research the prospect of controlling a human mind through sheer will. The vessel, I suppose you could say, for this control was the morphogenetic field. Why did the glycerin suddenly begin to crystallize? Why did the crystal structure of EDT undergo a sudden change? Why did the rats improve their puzzle-solving skills with each generation? Experiments with humans produce the same results. The more people who knew the answer to a question, the more there were who could answer correctly without having seen the problem before. Why is that? How could it happen? The answer is that the shape of the answer has been stored in a field invisible to the naked eye. And through that field, the resonant event transmits information related to that answer. That's essentially the idea behind morphogenetic fields.
But that's just a theory.
Can't bring yourself to believe it?
Yeah.
Let's say someone killed another person because the devil told them to do it. Whether the devil exists or not has no relevance to the murder. They believe the devil exists. Whether or not he does is immaterial.
So what matters here is that Hongo believed in the morphogenetic field.
That's right.
But I still don't get it. You said they wanted to figure out how to control people, right? That is what you were saying.
Yes.
So how are they going to do that with a morphogenetic field?
I'll keep it simple. Let's suppose 10,000 people have solved a certain problem. The chance of you knowing that answer, even if no one has told you, will go up. Let's have another example, shall we? Say 1 million people were to do a handstand right now. Tomorrow, the chances of you doing a handstand would be higher, even if you had heard nothing of this hypothetical mass handstanding. Mankind's thought process and actions are all part of a resonant event. All of the resonant events encoded in the fields are projected onto you. Of course, this assumes you believe in this theory. Do you follow so far?
Yeah.
Now, if there was a person who had the same effect as those millions of people, what would happen? If that one person were to do a handstand, other people would find themselves wanting to do handstands as well. Can you imagine what a person with powers like that would be able to do?
Come on, there's no way.
I'm not done. Imagine another scenario. Imagine another person. This is an ordinary person. Let's say he does a handstand. What if there...
Any event he created by doing that, use it to make other people do
What
it.
would happen then? A person who has the power to write to the field, and someone who can read from the same. You could think of them as the writer and the reader, or the transmitter and the receiver. What would the world be like if there were people with abilities like these?
So the transmitter's resonant event can be transmitted through the field and sent to the receiver. And then the transmitter can control the receiver however they wish. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes. Close enough, at least.
Come on, that's just crazy.
Well, if you want to prove that, then you'll have to test it first. At least, that was how they thought. That was why they decided to do their experiment. That was how the Nonary project began. By the way, Junpei, have you ever heard of the Gansfeld experiment?
Yeah, that was an experiment in telepathy, right? You place a pair of subjects in separate rooms. Then you show one a picture and ask the other what they see.
Interesting. I'm impressed. Yes, that is exactly correct.
So, why did you bring up the Gansfeld experiment?
It was used to screen subjects for the Nonary project. The hospital in a remote town was affiliated with Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo used it to conduct experiments on visiting children in secret. Some of them, he found, had potential. He began to gather children that showed promise. Children that seemed as though they might be able to access the field. Of course, none of them volunteered. There were 9 pairs of siblings taken, for 18 children total. For reasons that were not fully understood at the time, each pair had one transmitter and one receiver. They were split perfectly. As such, the 18 children were split into 2 groups of 9. The children who were put into Group Q were the ones who excelled at transmitting. They were transferred to the mock experiment building known as Building Q in the Nevada desert. The children who excelled at receiving were put in Group A. Group A was then placed on the former hospital ship Gigantic. From the experiments he had conducted so far, Hongo had learned the following. There are 2 things that can increase one's resonance with the fields. The first is epiphany. The other is danger. Have you ever been faced with an especially difficult problem and thought about it very long and very hard until finally an answer suddenly appeared in your mind? It may seem obvious to say so, but that is what is meant by epiphany. The information...
Whoops, did it again. James Rails work easily.
Adding danger to that equation allows for even easier field access. That's where Hongo came in. They set up a number of puzzles across the Gigantic. The participants had to solve each one before they could move to the next room. Of course, he hadn't forgotten to include danger. He had detonated a bomb on the hull of the Gigantic. The children in Group A were forced to play the nonary game as the ship sunk. By forcing the children into a life-or-death situation, Hongo hoped to increase the likelihood of their tapping into the fields. The children from Group Q, on the other hand, were confined to the mock experiment building, Building Q. Building Q duplicated the interior and puzzles of the Gigantic exactly. Every detail was exactly the same. Hongo explained the situation to the children in Group Q. Solve the puzzles you find throughout the rooms. When you have the answers, transmit that information to the children in Group A. If you succeed, they will be able to solve the puzzles and escape. But if you fail, then the Gigantic will sink, and your brothers and sisters will drown. Those were his orders. Do you know why the astronauts of Apollo 13 were able to return to Earth safely? It was because NASA had access to a replica of the Apollo 13 capsule. All of the equipment, the instruments, everything. All of it identical. Everything was just like the real Apollo 13. NASA was able to replicate the situation the astronauts found themselves in. By putting themselves in the same situation, they attempted to solve the problems the astronauts were dealing with. Once they found solutions, they reported their findings to the men aboard the actual capsule. That was how they were able to return safely. It was the same with the Gigantic in Building Q. The children from Group Q had to use the power of Epiphany to solve the puzzles they found and transmit what they learned through the fields. The children in Group A, however, they had to access the fields to learn how they might advance to the next stage. That is the simplest explanation I can manage.
Huh. Hey, Junpei, Snake! How much longer are you two gonna sit around on those bony asses?
Oh, hello! I didn't even see how long was Dead Impulse 57 there. Oh, Jesus, I feel bad now. How long ago was that? Whoops. Man, I hope that wasn't too long ago.
Get down here already!
But hello.
He's right. Let's go, shall we? We don't have much time. We
Oh,
need to get
good,
out of here
good,
and
good.
soon.
Hold it. There's one more thing I want to ask you.
Hmm?
Are you sure that there were 18 kids?
Why?
Well, I thought it was only 16.
Oh, yes. That was what they said on the news, wasn't it? Yes. I have no doubt that 18 children were abducted and used in Hongo's experiment. After all, you couldn't exactly play a nonary game with any less, could you?
Well, yeah, but are you saying that the news got it wrong?
Yes, I am. There were 2 more children. However, they had no relatives that I'm aware of. I imagine no one
I like
filed
the
a
game.
police report when
I'm
they
almost
went missing.
I'm almost finished with it. There's this, and then I think there's one more true ending thing. But I won't really be able to touch for a couple days. I can even keep an eye on time. I can't play too much longer.
They were brother and sister, like Clover and I. The brother's name was Aoi. The sister's name was... Her name was Akane. That was the girl who died.
Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago? Then, who is June?
That's a good question.
No. That's impossible. It can't be true. Akane isn't that uncommon of a name. If Snake had known her last name, that's a different matter entirely. So they share a name. A lot of other people do too. It doesn't mean anything.
I really like it. It's a pretty good game so far.
It was someone else. Of course it was. It has to be.
Though I played Danganronpa first, but it's how I even found out about this one.
Is something wrong, Junpei? Your breathing sounds strange.
Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm fine. Let's get back down there, all right?
I couldn't do it. Why didn't I ask? What's her last name? I just couldn't get the words to come out.
Well, probably you don't want to know. Anywho's it's. Click. That picture's pointing to. Did it say 5 at the end of the shadow picture? Yes, I think we need to find the 5th value. Snap that. Oh, there's a button. Look at that. There's a big red button behind this book. You should press this button. Push. I did not exactly see that one coming. Bookshelf's moving. What's that sound? It sounded like something really big was moving. It came to the top floor. Alright, let's go check it out. Yes, let's. No, over the stairs. Okay. 13. 14. 10. 13. Where's the walls? Kind of his. You think you put numbers from the wall on the keyboard? No, you can't. The keyboard has any number keys. You can't type in stuff like 3 or 4. And that means, so I have to type in the actual Roman numeral then, right? Yeah, I know. That's all. 13, 14, 10, and 13. I think I gotta actually type out the Roman numeral one, though. Oh, yeah, they're letters. Great, yeah, I know. It's called Roman numerals or letters. Let's see, I'm going to type in 4 letters. Okay, got braces. Why is it explaining things? Okay. X. I. Jesus. Well, that was not it. XIV. Now, unless I need to get the root of that, then type that in here. Maybe. That wouldn't make much sense, but would it? Trying to figure out what shit this uses sometimes can be a bit infuriating every now and then. Okay, I just have to think. Translate numbers, but I can only type letters. I doubt this will do anything. Unless I need to translate this to an alphabetical thing? Oh, there's 13 plates for that. N-O... 10B. 4. I did try 4. Some with that. It's 3 X's, 4 X's, and there's a bunch of 1s. shot. Nope. How's the point of these rolling? What does the snake do? What is snake doing? Who knows? We convert them to barrack numerals. 13, 14, 10, 13. Yeah, we know that part. True. This keyboard only has letters. We can only enter 4 letters. That's what I tried doing. I didn't even fucking work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13's M. Didn't I try that? Get the fucking keyboard. Jesus. M-N-J-M. Fucking translates into. Right? I'm not losing my mind. 13th letter is M. Unless 1, 2, 1, 2. There's 2. Wait, fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Whoops. No. Those are common ones that popped up. We're gonna try them anyways. I was thinking, isn't it kind of like the other one? Other one what? Come on, you remember? The one in the captain. Motherfucker! Goddamn stupid hexadecimal bullshit. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Hate this crap. So I'm using this. This is what I fucking need. Okay. A is 10, 12, 13. C. 13 is C. D. D. I'll see how this is gonna fucking work. Whatever, I'll try it. A. C. I don't see how that does anything. 11, 12. Oh, no, it's not. Whoopsies. D. Dead. Yeah, you did it, Junpei. It's unlocked now. Good job, Junpei. Whoa there, don't get too excited. The password was dead, remember? Makes you think whatever's waiting for us isn't good. So what? Jeez, you're such an old man. Can't be worrying about stuff like that. I mean, come on, we gotta unlock it, don't we? Didn't we? Let's go, hurry up. I don't even know what door I'm supposed to use. Let's just pick a door. I guess I can't just pick a door. It's a very specific door.
Alright, this is the next...
The door...
Did that just close on its own?
Don't tell me we can't go back.
I don't know.
Looks like the only way is forward.
It looks like it locks automatically.
Is there any other way out?
Well, there's another door over on the right. There's a card reader next to it. It's got a red light on it, though, so I'm pretty sure it's locked, too.
But there is a card reader, right?
Yeah.
Then perhaps if we find a key card, we could open the door and leave?
Well, yeah, that might work, but...
Hey! Wait a minute. Are you saying we're gonna have to search through this room for one little card?
Oh, man.
Looks that way.
No way!
For real?
Well, we can sit down and wait to die, if that's what you prefer. I rather doubt that, however. So it would be wise to start looking. We haven't much time. Let's find that key card. Oh, and the Neptune key as well. We won't be able to get through the hallway without it. All right, then.
Fiddlesticks. I'm really gonna stop me here. Oh shit! The flow got longer. It wasn't that long before. Did I bypass one of the endings? Yeah, I don't remember being this fucking long. Holy shit! Yeah, there's the ways to go still. Actually, Okay, yeah, I can definitely return to this later. There's still more enough for another episode. Holy shit, I didn't realize it extended. Well, I gotta go. There, that's nice and saved. Oh, well, fuck! Oh, that hurt. Oh, I stepped on my own mic. Oh, damn. That was painful. Trying to rip it off my face. Goodbye and see you all next time.